In this video, we will review the TeamHeadquarters timesheet. We get to the timesheet by clicking on the timesheet menu item over to the left. And we see a default view of a week, and it's the current week. And we see that at the top bar, we can tell who this timesheet is for. We've got the name up there. Let's break down this timesheet interface and we'll get a deeper understanding of it. Along the left bar, we've got the following. We've got options here. We can click to show my schedule or not. And what this does, if you take a look at it again, you look at this item here, it's shaded out. When I click on that, it turns it off. When I click it on, it's bringing in all of my scheduled items from my calendar. This enables me to quickly turn a calendar item into a timesheet work record. The second thing that we have along the left side is we've got work items. We've got a filter here, and we can filter all of our tickets and tasks by these particular filters. So we can filter them, leave them as all, overdue, due today, due tomorrow, due this week, or due this month. Once we select an item, our list will be shortened, and it will be reflective of all the overdue items that are in the tickets or in the tasks. We can set it to all, and we'll see a much longer list. We'll just work with our overdue list. It's nice and short, and we'll take a look at a couple things that we see happening here. The first off is that we see a whole bunch of colors on the screen. We see blue, which has to do with tickets, and we'll see green that has to do with tasks, and we see black, which has to do with operational activities. We also see up here in the ticket screen, we see white text, yellow text, and red text. White text is just our normal text. There's nothing particular happening with it. It hasn't hit the calendar yet. It isn't overdue. Yellow says that the ticket item or the task item has been scheduled on the calendar previously. And red shows us that the ticket item is in an overdue state. Overdue with a ticket means that a due date is earlier than today. Similarly, in a task is overdue when the due date is earlier than today. Across the top here, we've got a summary bar which shows us how much work we've been doing across our support, planned, and operational, with a total in the far right. And this is for the period that we're looking at. So in this week period, we've got 24 hours, 39 minutes, and 24 seconds of work that we've recorded. In the month, because we haven't done any work outside of this week, it is the same value, but if there were more, we would see those. And on a day view, we've done today 4 hours worth of work. Let's do a little bit of work here, and we'll create some entries. We're going to create some entries for today. In particular, we're going to add an overdue item. We're going to add this ticket to the screen. And you'll see that we have the opportunity to capture some time and enter in some detail. And we can save those changes. Now we have an entry in the calendar. Let's open this item again. We're just going to take a look at it in the ticket view. So we can click on the hyperlink and it'll open it up in a tab in a ticket view. When we're done with that, we can just click on the X and it'll take us back here. We're going to open it one more time. We're going to edit the charge this time. And we're going to make sure that we have this set for the proper time in the morning. We also want to add an operational activity in here, so we'll do that by clicking into the appropriate day. And we're going to schedule our morning scrum, so we're going to put that in here. We're going to call that a meeting. Say it took an hour, and our purpose is morning scrum. And we're going to change that to operational. We see that that item is in black. Let's edit that. One of the things that I didn't do is I didn't set the time properly on that. So let's just go in and set the time. And let's say that that happened at 8 o'clock. And we'll save those changes. All right. Let's say this is how we build our day. If we're taking a look at tasks, We'll take this task here and we'll take it and drop it onto the calendar. We can capture some work effort against that, and we can save that. Next thing we can do is we can actually take a look at projects and queues. When we're capturing time against the project, it's not against any particular task, it's against the project as a whole. This would be particularly useful if you're doing project management work. So I can drop that into my calendar, set my time, and say that, you know, at 10 o'clock, I spent an hour working on project management, and I can save those changes. Let's see how this affects the whole system. We'll click on the CRM project. Let's just open the CRM project and see what's happened with this 1 hour worked on project management charge. If we go over here to our time tracking tab, we'll see that there is a worked on project management charge that was done an hour ago. So we're capturing time and we're showing it on tickets, tasks, and queues and projects. So it's something that goes across the system. Let's close that project up. We're going to summarize the timesheet. In the timesheet, you can take tickets and drag them onto your timesheet and create time entries. You can do the same thing with tasks. You can do the same thing with projects. And you can do the same thing with queues. You can create operational events by clicking in the day, either connecting it to an object, capturing your time, and setting the work class as operational. This will show you a black item. Blue items are tickets, green items are tasks, black items are operational, and shaded items come from your calendar. You can filter using the My Work Items filters, and you can integrate your calendar or not by clicking on Show My Schedule. That completes our session on the timesheet. Please join me in my next video, which is My Projects, an Introduction.